Hey, you know that feeling when you finally get home after a long day? You kick off your shoes, you lay down on your couch, and for the first time in like 10 hours, you just breathe. That's usually when the best conversations happen, not the ones we have in meetings, or when we are in a rush, through errands or just life, but the ones we have in our living rooms. We have casually, the ones that start with a simple joke and somehow end with a realization of a life that changes our perspective or just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. That's why I'm here. Hi, I'm Diego, and this is the very first episode of the Living Room Sessions. I spend a lot of time thinking what makes a space feel safe, where everyone can talk, and they don't feel the pressure or that someone will judge them. And I realized that it's not about creating the perfect space, but to create a space where everything is valued. On this podcast, we're going to talk about life and the big things, the struggles, the anxieties, the how am I supposed to deal with this? How am I to go through this by myself? Just those types of moments, but also just we're just going to talk about the ridiculous things, the jokes, uh, the stories that shape us, and some stories that we only know, but we want to share with you. Just those types of things because life isn't just this serious thing. It's just a combination and a mess of serious and silly, funny, and I just wanted to create a corner of on here where you don't have to choose between one or the other. So you may be wondering, who is the guy behind the mic? Who am I? My name is Diego. I'm 23 years old. I finished college 2 years ago, um, basically a year ago. Um, I live in Austin and here in my apartment with my brother. I love writing, playing basketball, watching and playing a lot of sports actually. I love doing videos. I have a TikTok account that I will leave under the description. I just like recording and just sharing either things that I see and that I enjoy or just things that I write myself. A recent challenge that I faced was basically last year. It was a year of changes. Like I said, I had just graduated college. I was looking for a job the first month and a half, and I was just applying. Thankfully, I got a job where it's honestly amazing, and it just proved me why, why the other job applications didn't work. I finally got the job. We moved here to our first apartment, my brother and me, just by ourselves. Um, I also ended my long distance relationship. It was just a lot of stuff happening within a year. It was really tough. But honestly, it shaped the person that I am today. So I'm kind of glad that I went through all of that, but it's still a lot of things at the same time. And the reason that I decided to start this basket right now, it's I was talking to a friend one day last year, like a couple months ago, just sharing and just talking, and we were like, you know what? A lot of people would probably enjoy and laugh with us if they were hearing all the things that we were saying, and we were like, maybe we should record ourselves and then share it and then just just talk. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm down. Of course, I'm the only one here, but they will be one of the guests here in my podcast. I'm gonna talk about that later. But yeah, I mean, they gave me the inspiration to start this, having just place where I can share stories and maybe people will listen and they'll laugh with us, or just comment their favorite stories here, or some stories that they share with their friends. That would be so fun. But yeah, that's basically the reason why it's also a new year. It was something that I wanted to start just as the year started, and it's the second week of January. This is the first episode, so I'm really excited. Um, I'm someone who believes that our stories are the most valuable thing that we own. And I realized I'm surrounded by people with incredible stories, with the incredible backgrounds and experiences, and people who have shaped who I am. That brings me to the format. Each week, um, I'm going to be inviting a visitor. I'm going to have a guest every week. Um, Sometimes I may repeat guests depending on how the audience reacts or how much we enjoy, or if or if we miss some stories, or we just really enjoy it. I'm gonna invite them again if they can, of course, here into my living room. Some will be my oldest friends, some might be newish, or just recent friends that I made. But we're always going to start with the same question: how do we meet? I love origin stories, so I think that's the best way to go. I think the way two lives collide with each other says a lot about who they are. From there, we'll just talk about life, about what we're dealing with, what I'm dealing with, what they're dealing with, whatever else comes up and comes to our minds. Just going deep and deep and deep. And yeah, it's gonna be just an unfiltered space. It's gonna be honest, and it's exactly what you would hear if you were sitting here at the couch with us. I am so glad you, the listener, are here, and I'm so thankful that a lot of people push me to do this. It takes a lot of courage, especially from an introvert person. But yeah, I mean, I want to thank all my work friends that pushed me to do this and that just motivated me to just record and post this video. I hope some of them are here with me um, throughout the year, because I would love to have those conversation and stories with them, because honestly they're really cool. Whether you're listening while you're driving, in your own living room, while you're doing dishes, or just put on a random video on YouTube, um, I hope this makes your day better. I hope you relate to the stories. I hope you feel comfortable with commenting your own stories and just own experiences, or anything that you would like to share with us. Um, Next week, my first visitor will come here. We're going to talk about when we first met, some things that we're going through, that we're currently going through, um, some stories, and we'll just go with it and see where we end. These videos are probably going to start within the range of 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how much we have to talk about. But yeah, that's how it's going to be. If you want to be part of the session, please follow us. I'm going to share here my Instagram, TikTok, and I mean, you have my YouTube. I'm also going to share my guests' social media if they're comfortable with that, whenever they visit me. But yeah, I mean, please follow us, and just I want to hear your how we met stories too. So feel free to comment. I'm Thank you for stopping by. I'm Diego, and I'll see you next week in the living room.